Whenever you have children in your life, regardless of your role, whether you're a friend, a parent, a coach, a counselor, there are 5 aspects that you want to keep in mind. And the very first aspect is taking personal responsibility of meeting all of your needs internally. A child, regardless of their age, really anybody, but children especially, they are not responsible for meeting any of your needs. And when we're parents, we have this whole thing where we want our children to respect us. We want them to listen to us. We want them to appreciate us. We might even want to feel fulfilled in our role of being a parent. And sometimes I'll have conversations with people before they have children, and I'll say, so why do you want to have a child? And they would say, well, I want to be loved, or I want to have someone to love, or I want to have purpose in my life, and I want to feel fulfilled. And so essentially what's happening unconsciously, without even realizing it, the parent will place responsibility for being fulfilled, feeling connection, feeling love on the child. And anytime we give responsibility for our needs to another person, we move into the role of being the victim. Then they become the victimizer and they attack, they're upset, they're angry, they retreat, they pull away, they don't feel safe because essentially we've put responsibility on them that is not their job. So your very first step in being a role model, a parent, figure parent for anyone in your life, regardless of their age, especially grandparents too, is to retrieve all responsibility for all of your needs off of the child. And I'm a firm believer in feeling is believing, feeling is knowing. And from my perspective, I utilize energetic fields to affect a change in the consciousness, in the behavior. And it's just a very simple energetic protocol where you think about the person, the child in your life, and just take a moment right now to think about the child or even the children in your life. And invite some part of you to ponder, what is it you want from them? Do you want connection? Do you want respect? Do you want love? What are the things you might want from them? Do you want them to honor you? Reach out? And if you're an aunt or an uncle, you have children in your life, we might want things for our nephew or our niece, from our niece. And as you feel into what you might want from this child, take a moment to invite some energetic aspect of you to retrieve those responsibilities. You know what? You're a young one. This is not your job. I'm not going to put that weight on you. Retrieve responsibility for meeting that need deep in your core. And you might do this before you interact with this child every single day. But it's awareness of what are you wanting from them, and then saying to yourself, wait, that's not their job. You totally have the capacity to meet that need deep in your core. Invite your imagination, your intention, your energetic fields, whatever mechanism feels appropriate to you, to retrieve that responsibility, to hold that responsibility deep within, to meet your needs inside yourself. And your inner mantra is, I value my light. I respect my light. That is not their job. My job with them is to model how I respect myself so that they can learn how to respect themselves or listen to themselves deeply or honor themselves deeply. So that is step 1, and that is a daily process. It might take you a few months. It might take you a few years. 3 to 7 years is sort of average, but if you work it every single day for 2 minutes every single day, within 3 to 8 months, you'll have it down. And then the lovely thing about it is you're never putting responsibility for any of your needs on your children. and you stop doing it to everyone in your life as well. And you start meeting your needs deep in the core. And then that moves you into a more harmonic, enlightened, empowered way of being. So step 1, retrieve all responsibility for meeting all of your needs off of the child. Lighten their load. They will be highly emotionally reactive if they are holding the weight of responsibility in their fields, things that don't belong to them. Now, also too, as a parent or a parent figure, what you're doing in your energetic fields, you're teaching them. Our energy fields are incredibly sensitive, and our behavior is modeled after our energetic fields. And so if you're meeting all of your needs deep in your core, oh, guess what? The kids start meeting their needs deep in their core without you even having to say anything. Now, if you do want to do the out loud one-liner, when you get triggered in the presence of a child, be discerning, because we always want to keep it positive. But you would say, I feel upset. I realize I just gave you responsibility for respecting me. I realize that's not your responsibility. It's my responsibility to deeply respect myself. And I'm just going to take a moment and I'm going to retrieve that responsibility. That's a little nugget I just put on you. Ooh, and of course you just got upset. I'm going to get that responsibility back. I'm going to hold that responsibility deep in my core. And I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to feel into what is a quality that flows inside me that I deeply respect and value. I have a current of kindness inside me, or I have a purity inside me. Oh, I love that about me. Thank you, child. Thank you, child. And it just lightens their load. And then you're also modeling to them how to do self-love. You're not telling them, love yourself more, respect yourself more. They don't know how. And so you just did the how with the breath, the words. First, do it silently. Work it, work it, work it until it feels more comfortable, like a second language that you're getting fluent in. And then when you feel fluent with it, then watch, ooh, wait, I just gave you responsibility for something that isn't yours. Hold on. I'm just going to use my super self, my energy fields, my little energetic tentacles to retrieve that responsibility. Use whatever languaging feels appropriate for you. So that is step 1, personal responsibility for meeting the needs.